Yo, peace, family, what's up? Still going on the fast, still going strong. We're on going to day 10 now. Today's October 10th, and we're about at hour 2:30 right now. So I was actually going to break my fast yesterday, but I still felt things coming up, and I kept going. So I told myself I'm going to bring these things up in my dream. I asked my body to show me what it was that I was still carrying. And lo and behold, I had a dream about that exact thing. So fasting is not only for weight or for health or for, looking better, looking younger, or for having a clear mind. Yes, it does all these things, but fasting also helps you detox your energetic body. If you have any type of traumas, or if you have any type of heavy feelings about something that happened in the past, then a fasting could be a great way to bring these things up to the surface. You have to keep in mind that when you're eating all the time, your body is busy with food. Your body is busy with digesting this food all of the time. And especially if we're feeding it foods that are extremely hard to digest, or foods that are bad for you, like all these vegetable oils, deep fried foods, carbs, then you're going to find your body overworking every day. And then you kind of get into the state of your body overworking all the time. So when that happens, your body starts working on the more important things, right? Your body is not meant to just work on digesting all the time. You're meant to evolve into higher realms of consciousness. And that only happens when you do a long fast, accompanied by prayer and meditation. You have to dedicate your time and this fasting to God. And the reason why we fast is because we're detaching ourselves from the matrix, from the world. The Bible says, be not conformed to this world, right? And it says, he who loves the world does not have the Father in him. There are several Bible verses that remind us that this world is a matrix. I mean, Jesus told us we live in a matrix. He told us many, many times in many different ways. And he told us exactly how to come out of it. Again, the part where the disciples are trying to cast a demon out and they can't, Jesus could do that easily because he's been on a long fast and he's been praying. And that's what he told them. The only way to take these kind out, is through long fasting and prayer. And a lot of us are carrying a lot of demons, whether it's energetic, spiritual, or physical or cellular demons, parasites. We are not healthy. We are all not really there. There's a very tiny percentage of the people on the planet who are vibrating very, very high. And those that are vibrating very, very high are because they have detoxified their spiritual bodies, energetic bodies, and physical bodies, along with their emotional and mental bodies. But this all goes in conjunction to one. So those who don't want to fast, or those who are not interested in fasting, are because they still love the world. They're attached to the matrix and they have no interest, because the demons, the parasites, and these energetic forces inside of them are not letting them connect to this higher source. There's a saying, I'm not sure who says it, but it says, an idle mind is the devil's playground, or there are different versions of it. But that's very, very true. When you're idle and when you're just going about, when you're a drifter in this world, you allow all these lower entities to enter your body. It's very similar to the movie The Matrix. You remember The Matrix, where anyone who's not unplugged or disconnected from the matrix can become an Agent Smith and try to take down the ones that are going after freedom and are trying to liberate the rest of the people who are plugged in. So it's very similar. If you're not following the laws of God and you're not following the path of Jesus Christ, who came to teach us how to break out of the matrix, then you're still plugged in. And if you come across someone like me, or someone who's on a spiritual path, talking about things you're not comfortable with because that Agent Smith inside of you is uncomfortable, it doesn't go along with the program that's already built into you, it's going to feel uncomfortable and it's going to let it be known. So yes, I make a lot of people feel uncomfortable, whether it's via, online, YouTube, or in person. I feel I've made people feel uncomfortable my whole life. Just my presence alone makes people feel uncomfortable. It brings out their insecurity, etc. But we are here to shine a light. And the ones that are here to shine a light, we must shine that light. We cannot go through this life in fear or in doubt. We have to express our truest selves, because a lot of people benefit from that. You know, even just using your voice, even just making a few videos using your voice, you can help so many people. And that's what we're here for. We're not here to you know, just to make money and start businesses and buy houses and travel. Those are like, you know, the nice things to have after you've done the right things. But the right things to do here on earth is to expand the ministry of God. And you can do that through your work too, right? I can talk about this topic in a different video where I'm talking more about financial freedom and, you know, living free and just kind of buying your way out of the matrix. But yeah, that's why we're here. We're here to liberate ourselves first and then others along the way, because it doesn't cost us anything. It costs us our energy. But if you're following the path, you're going to be full of energy. For example, after day 3 or 4 of my fast, I find it extremely hard to sleep after 3 hours, 4 hours max. I wake up every day at 2 o'clock. I go to sleep around 10. I wake up around 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm just full of energy. And then I realized the reason why we sleep 8 hours, which is another program that's been told to us. Another reason why we're told this is because they want us less time to be working on ourselves. You know, you have to question everything. But the reason why you have to sleep the 8 hours, 9 hours you feel like is because you're consuming the types of food that require the body to sleep for 8 or 9 hours. You see, you have to understand that the longer you sleep for, it means that the more healing you need internally. So if you don't need much healing, you don't need much sleep. If you need more healing, you need a lot of sleep. So these days I find myself not really sleeping much. And additionally, when I'm out and about, like today, I'm doing a few errands, I'm meeting a few people, just doing stuff around the house. You know, we're still building, we're still fixing things up, we're remodeling. I don't even think about food, but one of the great benefits of fasting for this long is you become ultra sensitive to outside influences like people's thoughts and feelings. It's so perceivable that it's almost like a cheat code. I can almost predict what the person's about to say and what they're thinking and feeling, because I can feel it, right? You become super hyper aware of your environment, which is a crazy added benefit. And at this point, going on to day 10 of my fast, the only thing that I really, really miss, to be quite honest, is sitting down with my family and sharing a meal. But it's not like when I used to live in New York and I used to have these crazy cravings for Popeye's chicken and Burger King Whoppers and French fries. I swear, I was fat. I was unhealthy and I was depressed and anxious and all the wrong things. I was a chronic weed smoker and alcohol. And these were all things that I was using to suppress myself, the emotions, the emotional body. And if it had not been for fasting, I would have never discovered what kind of emotional baggage I'm carrying around. But the fasting allows it to come up to the surface. It takes a few days, but it does. And, it works in layers. First you have the physical, the mental, and then you get down to the emotional and the cellular level. And that's where it gets really, really interesting. So I'm very much happy and really, what's the right word? I don't want to say fulfilled, but I feel complete. I feel complete in myself. And what I think about most of the time now, most of the day, is the projects that I'm working on. And I have a great drive to complete the goals that I have written down now. That's another thing, that when you're going on this fast, because now your brain is going through neuroplasticity and neurogenesis, you have brand new ideas. So you're going to have brand new goals. You have brand new ideas because you're at a higher vibration. So you're going to have new goals at that same vibration. And if you have those goals, it means you can achieve it. You just have to keep working towards it. And Jesus reminded us of this as well. You have to renew your mind. You have to be born within. You have to be like children once again to enter the kingdom of heaven. And lastly, guys, just to end this video quickly, because I don't want to make them too long, Remember what Jesus says. First, seek the kingdom of heaven within, and all these things shall be added onto you. So for you, my friends out there that are struggling or trying to find a job or a career or a partner or some money, or you feel lost, you don't have to go anywhere. You just have to take a pause. You have to cut out all the distractions, the social media, the alcohol, the friends. You kind of have to just go and get lost, go in the wilderness, go in the desert like Jesus did, right? That's a metaphor in the Bible. You have to go into your own wilderness, get lost, and meditate and fast and pray. You don't necessarily have to fast for 10 days, but I'm saying be more conscious of yourself. Be more conscious of the food you eat, when you eat, why you eat, what you consume as far as food, media, conversations, even your thoughts. Okay, you have to really understand and study yourself. And this is the reason why I've been able to achieve what I have achieved in my life so far, because I've gone within myself. All right, my family, I send you guys much love and peace and blessings. I'll be sending an update later. Don't forget, tonight I'm going on a live for YouTube. I'll probably be out because I have to run errands, so I'll probably just be on my phone like I am now. I'll probably be at the hardware store or in the car. But I'll be live. And tomorrow's my class from 10:30 Central Time for an hour. It's free for the first-time people that want to check it out. And again, I'm not the only teacher on there. There are great teachers that have great insight. So I feel like there's something there for everybody. All right, my brothers and sisters, my family, Soul Tribe, peace, one love.